All right, so now that you're working on your own, you're gonna have to do a little bit more. And remember that we're going to practice the 3 reads when we're reading this question. So a cheesecake recipe says mix 12 ounces of cream cheese with 15 ounces of sugar. That's the first read. We're going to read it again. It's about cheesecake, and I'm hungry. A cheesecake recipe says mix 12 ounces of cream cheese with 15 ounces of sugar. And so on the second read, we talked about what are the quantities that are in this question. And I'm going to actually write down the quantities here. So it's ounces of cream cheese. I'm going to write cream cheese, C for cream cheese. And then I'm going to do sugar. So these are the quantities involved. I've got cream cheese and sugar. And that's on the second read. I identified the quantities. Now on the third read, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to think about what solution strategies do we have and what's the question. So the question is saying a cheesecake recipe says mix 12 ounces of cream cheese with 15 ounces of sugar. How many ounces of cream cheese are there for every ounce of sugar? So what I'm going to do is, since I already have the quantities there, let's make a table. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go make a T-chart. And 12 ounces of cream cheese. So I'm going to put 12 here. And then it says 15 ounces of sugar. So I'm going to put 15 there. And so then now we need to solve. And the first question says for every ounce of sugar. And really what that could say is for every 1 ounce of sugar. So I need to put a 1 here because that's for 1 ounce of sugar. And we don't know yet how much cream cheese we need. So this is where we can use the work that we did to complete the table. I can say, all right, to get from 15 to 1, I'm going to divide by 15. So to get from 12 to whatever this is, I'm going to also divide by 15. Hey Siri, what's 12 divided by 15?
12 divided by 15 is 0.8.
So it's 0.8. So that means that this is 0.8. I'll do a text box here. So we need 0.8 ounces of cream cheese for every ounce of sugar. And then we've got that there. Okay. So this is how we go from the word problem to the actual table itself. Now the second question is, how many ounces of sugar is that for every ounce of cream cheese? For every 1 ounce of cream cheese. So for this, I'm going to change colors. I like to color code a lot. And it's saying for 1 ounce of cream cheese. So now I'm going to start at my 12 and I'm going to go, what do I do to 12 to get to 1? I divide by 12. So I have to do the same thing for 15. I have to divide by 12. And 15 divided by 12 I know is 1.25. So that means I'll do my text box again. I'll put it there. So we need 1.25 ounces of sugar for every ounce of cream cheese. And we've answered that one. And now the question is, if Lynn wants to make extra cheesecake filling, how much cream cheese will she need to mix with 35 ounces of sugar? So with 35 ounces of sugar. So I'll do another color. Let's do green. And it says 35 ounces of sugar. So I'm going to put 35, not in the cream cheese section, but I'm going to put 35 here in the ounces of sugar section or column. And then I have my choice. I can either use this unit rate or this rate, 12 to 15, or I can use this 0.8 to 1, or I can use this. And for me, I want to use 1. 1 is an easy number to work with, so I'm going to take the sugar and I'm going to go, what did I need to do to get from 1 to 35? So we're not dividing now, but instead we're multiplying by 35. So I'm going to multiply 1 by 35 to get to 35, and then I'm going to multiply 0.8 times 35 to get to how much cream cheese I would need. Hey Siri, what's 0.8 times 35?
0.8 times 35 is 28.
So 28. And then we'll put that in as a text box. Oh, as a text box, I said. Oh, as a text box, I said. So we would need 28 ounces of cream cheese for 35 ounces of sugar. All right. So if you're stuck, I hope that gets you unstuck going from the word problem to the table, and then how to use the table to solve the problem. And you can kind of use this model for the rest of the questions on this Jamboard.